welcome back to Ascending with Ashleigh. I know my lighting sucks, don't worry about it. Just listen. Alright, so this is advice with Ashleigh. Oh shit, I have to make a new thumbnail for all of these. Let's do, I have a list. Let's go with the first one. Don't be afraid to love the things that you do. There's this trend going on TikTok that is like, especially for like scene kids or emo kids or alternative kids, they're like, we were very alternative or emo or whatever, and our moms were like, oh, it's just a phase. That's the word. Sorry, I'm distracted by a goofy movie. Movie wasn't very long. Anyway, and then there's this trend on TikTok where it's like, oh, in our 20s we tried to get like normal, and then in our 30s we reverted back to what we knew. Myself included, I was also in this process. I really didn't listen to a lot of my music in my late 20s, which is probably why I got married to a horrible person. Anyway, so don't be afraid to love the things that you do. And I'm not talking about humans. I'm talking more about like what makes you weird, what makes you quirky, what makes you different. Don't be afraid to embody that. As someone, I'm really old now, and I had my 20s basically stolen. And I had to really get through some shit in my 20s. And I really wish, I don't wish, because everything happens for a reason, I get it. But looking back, in retrospect, it's like, damn, because like in high school, people were afraid of me. And then I like got pacified, whether it was by the medicine or the trauma or whatever. And now I'm back in that energy of like, do not fuck with me, okay? And I am so fucking weird. Obviously, look at the background of my house. I'm like very eccentric. So whatever it is that makes you you, don't be afraid to embody that. Don't be afraid. Life is really too short, and those are the things that like keep you going, right? So like I know I've been talking a lot the past couple years about healing our inner child, and I think that a lot of that inner child healing happens because we do let other people influence the things that we love, or make us feel a certain way, embarrassment, mortification, shame around the things that we do really love. And so don't be afraid to love what you love. Those are your superpowers, right? Those are the things that make you a unique human, right? And TikTok is a really great place to see how other people carry that out, how they do what they want, and how they really embody themselves in that space. I know I've been finding a lot of weird fucking people on TikTok, and I love it. I love the authenticity, because I'm going to tell you, there is nothing more powerful than authenticity. And I think love is very powerful, but authenticity is that self-love. That's the absolutely unshakable, unwavering force of who you are at your core, and allowing everyone to see it. Sure, you're gonna have haters, but if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. And I know that was a big thing when I was married. We had a lot of haters, right? And he was very like, I'm used to it, everybody hates me. And I'm like, well, I'm not. Everyone's always loved me. So I had to get to this point of allowing myself to be okay with how other people thought about me. And at this point in my life, I'm much too old to give a fuck, right? What other people think about you is none of their business, or is none of your business. And the way they think about you is more than likely their own lack, right? It's people who have allowed others to control them, or tell them, they're in their own space of allowing other people to hold power over them, whatever degree that is, right? So I don't really feel like I need to keep saying the same thing over and over, but I do need some good fucking music. What the fuck? Why are you making me suggestions? I'm just gonna put on some jazz for a minute. So, the next time you see something, I think in this time, I can elaborate on this. In this time, it's really easy to jump on the bandwagon, right? Like, for instance, as a woman, watching these makeup trends that are going around is, I wouldn't do that. And I'm calling them trends. There's a lot of really weird makeup trends out right now, and when I'm looking at these women, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing your makeup like that? One thing in particular, there's a lot of trends on TikTok that's like, oh, are we gonna have eyebrow blindness? Like, I used to pluck my eyebrows, like, in the early 2000s, we all did. I don't do shit to my eyebrows anymore. I don't even get them waxed. I don't care. Occasionally I'll tweeze, but I live by myself. I'm by myself. I don't care. But you get to a point in life where things like that don't matter. Like, I used to be really paranoid about underwear lines. No, after having a child, nobody gives a fuck about my underwear lines, including me. So just so you know, there's a lot of stuff that you're gonna feel pressured to participate in. Deny yourself, and don't do it. Allow yourself to be who you are. But yeah, the makeup trends are the makeup blindness that I really want to talk about. First, the eyelashes. And second is the way that women are lipsticking bigger lips, and they're removing this part of their lip with lipstick. Why are you doing, we all have this. Every human has this little thing, there's people who have cleft lips and shit like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, but even that, we all have this little thing here. So when you put lipstick over it to make it go away, we know it's there. And those eyelashes, come on, you guys. And the contouring with the blush is another one. Some women are very bright pink in really awkward spots. And I'm not trying to hate, but I do want you to know that that's a trend. That's not who you are authentically. That's who other women are making you feel like you need to be. And as a woman I barely wear makeup just because I grew up in the 90s and makeup was a thing. 90s beauty was a thing that you used makeup to enhance. You didn't use it to create yourself into someone else. And we also we didn't do makeup for our phones. We did makeup as a enhancement, right? So just a warning. Some of you you would look a lot better without it. I mean, I'm not judging, but it's become a weird competition amongst women to do really weird makeup. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I feel like it's just because there's so much pressure for you to feel like you have to look a certain way. And the life advice is you don't have to do anything. You do not have to conform into anything, and you can love the things that you love, and you can look the way you look naturally, without all of that. And again, what other people think about you is none of your business. And whatever they are thinking about you, if it is negative, it's really just a projection that they have about themselves. Live authentically. You're going to reach a point in your life where you're going to wish you would have done things differently. So instead of getting to that, think about that now as you're making those decisions, right? Am I going to regret this? Or am I trying to hide myself? Or am I trying to be something? Is this a choice I would make for myself if I didn't have these exterior models? Or I don't know. What's something I can pick on about men? Because I feel like I really threw women under the bus, which was not my intent. But you don't need that much makeup. Everyone has their own beauty, right? Find what you think about yourself. Figure out what you love about yourself and enhance that. That's what makeup should be to use. Not to make you feel like a clown. I know that was harsh. But anyway, that's a good start. And I think for men too, I think there's a lot of men who do want love and relationships and want to be vulnerable, and I feel like society tells you can't. And so there's just live authentically. And when you find yourself being bogged down by people in your circle or friends, really check in with yourself. Say, would I treat someone like that? Or did that make me feel good? Is this someone that I can see in my life in the future? Is this person adding to my life, or are they someone that I don't want to be around? But ultimately, do allow yourself to do what you love and really be authentic in it. There's nothing more beautiful than, within humanity, there's nothing more beautiful than authenticity. So, have a good one.